Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today we're going to test the CTP of Judgment versus the CTP of Rage. And our first little guinea pig is going to be Scarlet, this beautiful thing right here. And we're going to use this uniform because they changed the uniform from her Infinity War uniform to mind damage. This was energy damage with her Infinity War uni, but we're going to use this one because that CTP of Judgment increases all elemental types damage. So the more elemental types we have, the more you think it would increase the damage. So we want to give this obelisk as many advantages as we can. Now, you run through the build real quick, guys. She has 37,691 energy attack, and a lot of that extra energy attack is due to the all attack from the CTP of Judgment obelisk. She has max attack speed, or 128% attack speed, which would be the same as the CTP of Rage. She also has 34% crit rate, which is actually lower than the CTP of Rage because you get crit rate from the CTP of Rage. This is actually about 20-25% higher before. But her critical damage, almost 170%, is the same with the CTP of Rage. The ignore defense is also the same with the CTP of Rage. She also will have max skill cooldown with the CTP of Rage and the CTP of Judgment. The dodge doesn't really matter as far as the damage with the CTP of Judgment, but with the CTP of Rage it does, obviously. She has her first and last gear at 25. All of her slots are amplified. She has all 5-star Urus. And of course, all of her skills are at 6. She has a fully awakened Power of Angry Hawk set. And then of course we have the CTP of Judgment. Now I already ran 2 runs with the CTP of Rage, so we'll watch that first. And then we'll watch the 2 runs with the CTP of Judgment. But I want to talk about this thing real quick. You get this all attack, which is jumping up that all attack, her energy attack. Sorry buddy, not right now. That's jumping up her energy attack that I just showed you guys. You also get the chain hit damage dealt. So characters that have a lot of hits that do elemental attacks, this obelisk could be a really good choice for them. And then you see the decrease all resistances by minus 30% for 5 seconds. And she also has the increased damage to all elemental type damage by 200%. So you're getting an increased damage by 200% that actually lasts for 5 seconds. This thing works like the CTP of Rage. Once the proc is engaged, it lasts for the entire duration of the proc. So no matter how many skills you go through, if the proc is engaged, you're getting that proc. Whereas with a regular damage proc like a CTP of Energy or just a regular damage proc, you only get the proc, the 200% damage proc or 180, 160 for one attack. Whereas with this thing, you can get it for multiple skills, blah, 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 just like the CTP of Rage. And then her uniform is just at normal. So guys, let's go against Ebony and Thanos with the CTP of Rage and then the CTP of Judgment. And let's see how she does. Let's rock and roll. Okay guys, so for the first run, we're going to be taking on Ebony. Don't worry about Nadia and Mantis. They're just in there for fodder, no big deal. We just got them in there for fun. It's only going to be Scarlet, no strikers, that's it. We're going to start off with that 5, and then we're going to hit our 4. As soon as she backs away, there we go. And then we're going to hit our 3, and that's the rotation we're going to stick with. Wherever the proc lands, it lands, guys. We're going to do the exact same rotation for both obelisks. And I got it at stage 80 because I don't want to just melt bars. We want to see which of these obelisks is actually doing more damage. So right now we have the Rage equipped. And the difference between the Rage and, well, there's actually a few differences, but a big difference between the Rage and the CTP of Judgment is that the Rage ignores boss damage received, which is kind of like all defense down all the time. It's not the same thing, but it's kind of like it. It's similar to it. So the boss is always going to get 60% more damage dealt to it, no matter what resistances it has with the CTP of Rage. So that's something to keep in mind when you're watching this. We're going to go for 2 minutes. Come on, girl, get it done. Atta girl. Now, I mean, I know this is a slow burn, guys, but that's the way we want it. I don't want to put Ebony into another phase. I want to see which of these obelisks has the most damage. At least for Scarlet. Now, maybe for another character, it might be a different story. Other characters might have more hits, so maybe that chain hit damage will make a bigger difference. I don't know. We'll have to see in further testing. Unfortunately, I just have only one CTP of Judgment, so we're just going to have to play this by ear. I actually was going to start this with Apocalypse, but I thought, no, you know what? Scarlet's got amazing crowd control, and I thought she would be a great character to start this off with. Come on, girl. Alright, we're coming up on that 3-minute mark, so we're going to pause it. Okay, guys. So you can see that she took down just about a bar and a half with a CTP of Rage. So now let's take on Thanos. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're at stage 50. Again, we're just going way up there because we don't want to be doing a ton of damage. We just want to see which of these obelisks has more damage. Do the same rotation. We're going to go 1, 2, 5, and then we're going to hit the 4, and then the 3. Wherever the proc lands, it lands. One thing about the Rage and the Judgment is you have a lot less RNG with the proc because it stays engaged for the entire 5 seconds. So that's pretty dope. It's not exactly, perfect because sometimes the proc might land more on the 4 or the 5 or the 3. And sometimes you might do more damage depending where the proc lands. So that's something to always keep in mind with these kind of tests. But we definitely will get a good idea about which of these obelisks is better for Scarlet at least by the end of this. And we're going to go for 2 minutes again with this. Against Thanos anyways. So we about got him down to his next little phase here. Get him, Scarlet. Get him. And by the way, I hope you guys had a real Merry Christmas. I know I had an awesome one. Pretty freaking cool. Good times. Oh yeah, get it. So we can't avoid this. We're going to lock them down again here. We're just going to go ahead and start with that 1, 2, 5 like we just did. We're going to hit our 4. There we go. Now he can't go a freaking place at all. It is easy mode with Scarlet as long as you can use that mind control, man. She really is amazing. And by the way, guys, just to let you know, she is spectacular against Apocalypse. Holy mother of God, she is so freaking awesome against him. Oh my lord. I will have to show you guys that, man. I'm just waiting to get into higher stages against him. But man, she is freaking amazing. Especially since she's a blast type and he's a combat, so she has the type advantage. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I almost want to take her type enhancement up just to make her even stronger against him. But I'm not sure you'll need it. Let's pause it. So she took down 2 bars exactly. So a bar and a half against Ebony and 2 bars against Thanos. Now let's see what she does with the CTP of Judgment. This is going to be really, really interesting, guys. We got the CTP of Judgment equipped. We did a bar and a half with the CTP of Rage in 2 minutes. Let's see what we do with this thing. I really don't think that the CTP of Judgment, especially from all the feedback that I've got, is going to be better. I think the Rage is still going to be numero uno, guys. But we'll see. We'll see. I really don't know. Come on now. Proc isn't exactly where I want it. Oh, there it's not too bad. There it's not too bad. Come on, man. Slow burn. Jesus. And guys, let me know who you would like to see next. Do you want to see APOC? Do you want to see Mysterio? Let me know the next elemental character you'd like to see this done with. Man, look at her go. I don't know about you guys, but I like this uniform. It's definitely grown on me. But I still like the Elizabeth Olsen look more. I don't know. Let me know if you guys feel the same way, but this is a great uniform still, but I don't know, man. I just love Elizabeth Olsen. What can I say? Girl's done an amazing job playing Scarlet Witch in the movies. Come on now. Well, I don't know, guys. I mean, it seems like it's not too far off. I mean, it's not too far off. We did a bar and a half with the CTP of Rage. And, boy, I don't know. I think that Rage is looking like it's definitely stronger, guys. It is definitely looking like it's stronger. And this is what I thought would happen, to be honest. But It's tough to beat that Rage, man. The way that proc is, the 60% ignore boss damage received, it's tough to beat something like that. It's like having an all defense down at all times. Well, whenever the procs engage. Okay, so we're going to pause it here in a sec. Alright. So she did almost half a bar more with the CTP of Rage. And honestly, guys, if that crit rate was the exact same, I still think that Rage would be better. So let's go against Thanos and see if she can do better against him. Alright, so we took down 2 bars in 2 minutes against Thanos. Now let's see what we'll do. Is it going to be about a bar and a half? Maybe lose a half a bar with the CTP of Judgment? Like what happened with Ebony? We'll see. It's always easy mode with Scarlet. Oh yeah. It's funny how these uniforms, you know, this uniform and her Infinity War uniform play so similar. They're almost identical in the way you do your rotations and play them. At least for me. Come on, girl. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Slow burn, slow burn. That proc came a little bit early there. Not exactly where I wanted it. But we really don't have control about where procs are. They just kind of land where they may. That is one thing about damage procs versus Obelisk, like the CTP of Rage and CTP of Judgment. I feel like, it's weird guys, but I feel like I always have more control with a damage proc because I'm just trying to get the damage proc for one attack. I don't know. You know, let me know if you guys feel the same, but this feels like a little bit more chaotic, if you will. Like orderly chaos, I guess. We're almost down to the next phase. I don't know, guys. She's not doing more damage with this thing. That Rage is definitely doing more damage, man. And I think it's pretty obvious. Pretty damn obvious. So this happened with the CTP of Rage. Thanos is going to go in his next little phase. Let's lock him down. Keep him from going anywhere. There we go. Okay, so he tried throwing some balls at us. We got him. No biggie. Yeah, guys. Look at this, man. Look at this. I'm going to pause in a few seconds. Okay, so look at this, guys. This is almost 3/4 of a bar more with the CTP of Judgment. I mean, the CTP of Rage beat out the CTP of Judgment against Ebony by half a bar, and it beat out the CTP of Rage beat out the CTP of Judgment against Thanos by almost 3/4 of a bar. That's a pretty massive difference, guys. Even if the procs weren't landing very well, that's a pretty massive difference. So guys, you know, I'd say definitely for Scarlet, the CTP of Rage is still better. So let me know who you guys would like to see the CTP of Judgment tested on the next time. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.